Hi, I don't know if you've watched it, but I recently did a video on the camera called the Kodak Colorsnap. This was a camera which came out in about 1962-63, and before that they had produced this 35mm camera. Kodak were a huge company and mainly making cameras in the States, and they made high quality cameras in Germany, where of France of Kodak made rather wonderful cameras called retinas and retinettes. However, in this country, in North London, they had a huge processing plant for film, making film, but they also made some cameras, mainly instamatic cameras. But for some reason, they produced this in about 1960. And it's a metal-based camera, a very straightforward, I think it's a 3-element lens. You've got the aperture is indicated by cloud symbols. We've got very cloudy, slight cloud, slight sun, sunny. And that echoes back to film speeds down here. Focusing is in feet, so you can tell this is very much for the British market. It's a spring shutter, and you wind it on here. To load the film, you open the back here. Oh, there's a film in, so I won't open the back here, but you manually load the film. And that is about it. It's one of the most basic cameras you can come across. And as I said, it's a bit of a mystery why Kodak were making this camera. I think actually they wanted a camera which crossed lines a little bit. They wanted something that was a little bit more than a point and shoot, and the instamatic cameras were very much point and shoot cameras, and they were moderately cheap. And then they did as I said, the retinettes and the retinas, which were very high quality cameras and were about £48–50, which were very high budget. And there were a lot of members of the public that actually wanted to shoot 35mm film, because they felt with 35mm film you were getting some quality. And the whole aim of Kodak was actually selling film. The cameras were more of a support of the selling the film. And the big growth area in the 1960s was colour film, and in particularly colour slides were extremely popular with the public. People would have slideshows, and often they would photograph their holidays with colour slides. And you must remember, Kodak had this fantastic product called Kodachrome, and Kodachrome was a very sophisticated colour film which was incredibly complex to process. And Kodak came up with the brilliant idea that you sold the film with processing cost included. So what happened was you took your film, and at the end of it you put it in a little yellow envelope, you sent it off to Kodak with your own address on the back of the little yellow envelope pocket, and then in about a fortnight time the film will come back to you processed as slides. And with this camera you could do that. So if you find a Colorsnap, don't dismiss it completely. You might be surprised with how much fun you can actually get from such a basic camera. Thank you for watching.